Yo, what up, though? It's your boy Street Coder Nate, and guess what? We finally done got out of the damn. What was it? Number 5 was we finally got out of the create the UI, and now we are finally on to the testing phase. Now I ain't even gonna hold y'all up. I do the correct type of testing with the Jest and the Enzyme and the end-to-end testing and all of that, but on some real, like I do that in my professional settings when I'm making big apps for companies and when I'm working at Microsoft and whatnot. But when I'm working by myself and I'm working on little apps, like they don't need that type of testing. And I'm not even gonna act like I do that type of testing. It's just, in my eyes, unnecessary. For real. That type of testing is unnecessary unless I'm creating an application where somebody's logging in. For real, if I ain't really got none where nobody really logging in, my type of testing that I do, I'm gonna explain right now. So the type of testing that I do would be, I'll go to each page, I'll go to each component, I make sure that that component was working how I expect it to work. If I click the button, was the data coming? Was a pop-up supposed to show up? I'm going through and making these mental checks, making sure that it basically works how it's supposed to work, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be the user that's using it, and I'm not gonna use it in incorrect ways. Now, when you're doing those big automated tests and whatnot, you're thinking outside the box of all the type of ways that, these just regular people will use the application, like ways that wasn't even supposed to be made, or ways that it wasn't even supposed to be made for. And fix my hat. Ways that it wasn't even supposed to be made for. So that's the point of testing, is to like hit those cases, because sometimes like the people using your app in a way that it's not supposed to be used on accident can expose bugs, can expose like backdoors into your system, into your database, into all of that stuff. And so that's why you want to make sure that you test those type of applications. Application that you work in, or that you keep in for yourself, that don't really got no user credentials or anything like that, man, these are the type of testing that we about to do. Let's hop into it. So I'm gonna go over here. All right, so the first type of test that I do is this is the Sanity Check one. That's what I call it, the Sanity Check. Make sure that everything working how it's supposed to work, looking how it's supposed to look. So I already got the app fired up, so we're just gonna scroll over to the app and right over here. All right, cool. So we right over here at the app. Let me close this down. And so let me refresh. And I know that if I search, let's say Street Coder Nate, and remember I got that mock data coming right now for testing purposes. Okay, so Street Coder, and then I got my last 5 posts will pop up at the bottom. Okay, it literally does exactly what we described our little Instagram scraper to do. It allows us to put in a person's name, click the send button, and then the last 5 posts or how many posts will show up right here. That's dope. But is there anything? Is it not working in a way that I don't like? That is not working, or that is not like user friendly? Well, I know that the basic functionality is working, and that's cool. That's good. But one thing that's sticking out to me right now is it says last 5 posts, but it's only showing 3. So how about I say last how many ever type of post that there is. Let's say there's only 3 posts. Okay, well, last 3 posts, or it's something like that. So let's make sure. Let's go change that 5 to a 3 and it's not going to be a 3. It's actually going to be more so dynamic. Dynamic's going to change on its own. So you got the post container, and inside the post container, I know that's where we're doing like the last 5 posts. Yep, right here, last 5 posts. And so what we want to do instead is say last, and then we can go here and we'll say we get post lists dot length like that. Minus, post lift dot length like that. So now if we come back over here, you clearly see automatically updated to 3, last 3 posts, right? And then if I take one of the posts away, which was in the landing, if I remove one of these posts, like Chia, like that, and come back over here, and I send, you see, I only get 2 posts, last 2 posts now. everything working. Okay, cool. We got that. It's working real dope. It's looking cool. It's keeping it dynamic. Anything else that don't seem right to me? Well, I did notice real quick when I made the web page. Let me inspect this element right there. When I made the web page like smaller, like right here, this Insta scraper is losing this middleness as well as the description right here. So I need to go make sure that these are keeping their alignment to the middle. Okay, so let's go do that real quick. So that would be found up in here, and we keep going. Actually, just go like that. Cool. So we got our H1, and we see that there is a movie root, movie grid root. So we should be able to just say justify content center, right? Justify content center. Didn't do it. What about align item center? It's not align item center. I bet it's text align center, like that. Cool. So it's text align center. It's a couple centering things that we could do. So that one's text align center. Typically, if it's on some text, it's text align center, and I already knew that. I was just going through the process for y'all. Okay, so and then over here we're gonna do another text align center. Cool. All right, bet. So now that makes it look pretty good for a little mobile screen. Like, okay, not bad. So what we're gonna go do is go update our code in order to do that. And so that was on the H1 in the inside of the post container. So I want my 3 posts coming back again. Actually, I want 4 posts. So we just gonna uncomment this, and then we actually gonna bring one more down like that. So now we got 4 posts. Let's see, street coder Nate. Cool. Looking cool. Like, look at that. It look like a whole little app already. That's kind of dope. All right, so we got our Instagram scraper, and we can add all types of styling there, but I'm not about to add all the styling. We just fixing up on the testing. Okay, so we got our post. Let's refresh the page. Yep, we forgot to center those things. So coming back over here to the application, and we go to the post container. Inside the post container, there should be typography right here. And, oh, that's the last one, such and such post. So we need to go inside the search container, actually, because that's these Insta scraper and the description. Inside the search container, and the search container, there we go, has that. And we can say align on the typography. We can say align equals center, like that, and we can bring that alignment to the other typography right about here, and add that. Bang. Now what our app look like? Our app looking sexy, dog. It's looking real good. Okay, and so our app does what it's supposed to do. And I mean, at the load, when the page loads, it's the load screen. Like, remember when we described it out in the first video when we was getting the idea down, or the design and the idea, when the user comes to our home screen, we want them to see the Insta scraper title, the description, an input box, and then a button for them to search the user. So then they can search the user, street coder Nate. They can search the user, and then that user's last few posts comes up with an image, their name, the number of likes and comments. Right now, remember, this is test data, but you can go back and uncomment out that that code that I commented. You can go back to the landing and uncomment out this code up here, which is doing that actual call to the Instagram scraper. And the reason that we're not doing it right now, once again, is because we're using a free API, and so they making us wait to make multiple calls. Okay, cool. So this is looking pretty good here, but one thing I want to make sure that it looks good is on multiple screens. So enter responsive design mode right here. And so in responsive design mode, I could say, okay, so this is what it looks like on the iPhone, and is, you see, very, very zoomed in on these phones. So what I would do is go through and make it smaller for different screen sizes. As you see on the iPad, it looks pretty good. Or is that the phone being flipped? It's the phone being flipped. I'll go through and change it up for different screen sizes. But there's no really reason to do this for the phone at least. I think everything's pretty good. Because I'm gonna have to set some media queries. If not, let's see. Because if we go over here, yeah, these things lose their. They need to be squished there, but they got so much about them. Gotcha. Yep. So that's what that app gonna look like. Because we ain't finna fix this right now. But in order to fix that, we'll have to add some media queries and change up the responsiveness of. Honestly, it's just the name. So we could change the name real quick, add some media queries. Let's get that. That's the point of the testing anyway. So we're gonna go movie card, and inside of the movie card, it's not the movie card, right? Not yet. The movie card will definitely need it though, because let's see, Nate and Just yeah, these cards need to be, they too long for the screen. Okay, so first let's handle the title. We got over here, got the title, the font size. We want to do like a font size of, let's try align center. Yo, let me try to add some styling. They ain't gonna let me add no styling. Okay, we'll do it over here. All right, styles. We got search container. Yep, and then we got the title, Insta. All right, cool. And so what we're gonna do is add a class name. And this class name is going to be classes dots. It would be classes dots, and we'll call it like. Didn't I already create one? Yeah, classes.title container, and this would just be title, classes.title, and then we'll make one for classes.description, .des. See? Okay, cool, something like that. So now we can go to the actual classes right here. And now that we're in these classes, we can go title. And we can set media queries for the title. So we can say, is it like, man, it's been a minute since I used the media query. Let's see. We will say like font size. Nope, I know what it is. Media query and use effect. Nope. Media query and material UI. Cool, there we go. Media queries and React material UI. All right, using media query breakpoints. I need it inside of the use media query, not that one. Whenever we're about to media query CSS, use media query inside of, it's like use media query inside of use style or make style, inside of make style. That's what it is, make style. Media queries and material UI. Okay, so let's see. Theme dot breakpoint dot up. Yeah, that's how they did it. So styles equals theme, and it takes in a root. Yep. Excuse me. Okay. So then you say theme dot breakpoints and up MD. Gotcha. So I need to pass in the theme object right here. And now I can say font size is, if let's see, font size Oh, I could just draw it like that. That's even better. So here's what you can do. Quick hack. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick hack. Material or complain about you doing an unnecessary calculation though. Disable line, no less. Yeah, I think I would rather use that real quick. That's what it is. Is it this one? You have a typo in the media query. You should use the following. I think that's what it is right there. Cool. Bet. So now I can go over here, set my own little media query, and say font size is, let's go 1.5 rem for the title, min width, and we're gonna say the max width. If the max width is greater than, what is it like? I think it's like, let's just go 450 pixels. Let's see what happens. Come over to our code. Max width is greater than 450 pixels. What does this become? Did it get its class? I gotta stop using Safari. It should be confusing me. She's not even clicking. What the hell? Okay. Bruh, Safari. I know damn well. Okay, I'm about to say, I thought I was tripping for a minute. All right. So here we go, text align center. And it should have the movie title on it as well. Did we save this one? Yep. And this should be also title on here. Oh, that's post container. I think I'm in search container. Yeah, my bad. Styles. So you bring this over to the search container. Yep, and add that right there. And now, there we go. Now we cooking. Okay. But let's bring it back a little bit bigger, 2 rem. All right, cool. No sliding effect so far. And actually, let's make it like 3 rem. Cool. And then after we make it 3 rem, what's leaving us? Why is this like this actually? This should just be on a width equals only 100%. Okay. So what if I take the width down? Why is that width actually coming that damn big? Is it the button? Pausing. So I paused the video and I came back, and honestly, I didn't really do anything different, but now it's working. See, it's some weird shit, man. But yeah, this is what I'm noticing is when I go too far in, that's when it kind of breaks. Other than that, like, it's pretty good. So we can go on all types of iPhones. We can go on this iPhone, it looks good. We go on that iPhone, it looks good. We can even put in Nate here, search, and our post comes up. Image is small, but hey, still come up. You can see it on different phone sizes right here. See, it's still looking good. Turn it sideways. iPad screen. iPad looks great, actually. This looks pretty good. That looks good. That also looks good. Yep, it's cool. All right. So, I mean, as it's doing what we needed to do, it looks pretty responsive. Shoot, actually, let me get out of developer mode. It looks pretty responsive. Exit developer mode. We're just gonna end up closing that out. Okay. So we go localhost. Not that one. Localhost 3000. All right, cool. Cool. So yeah, we pretty much done tested it out. It looks great. It works right. Now what we can do is shoot. Do we need to make a commit for? We need to make a commit for all the changes that we made. So let's go ahead and do that. So do a git status, and you see we updated a couple files. So we'll do.
I didn't find it.
You see that we updated a couple files. So we'll do git add -a and then git commit -m, which will say updates made after testing or during testing. Dope. And then we can go ahead and push that. Git push, GitHub. Using the wrong fingers to type right now. GitHub. Main. And get my typing better. And we got it pushed out there. Dope. So we just covered the tested in this one. Everything looking good. The app's working well. Now what we want to do is go ahead and deploy that out, which we will do in the next video. I'ma see y'all then. Y'all been real. Y'all been great. We really almost out here. We really ready to show this app off to people all over the world. I'm excited. I hope y'all are. Let's get it. All right. Peace.